what's going on? Needs more drums back in Griffin, Indiana for another episode of our Farming Simulator 22 super laid back, low key, we're broke series. So, yeah, from last time, we got all of our harvest done, plowed all the fields, and now I want to start expanding that our field over here before the winter hits, or even while the winter hits, really not a big deal, but we have plenty of time to cut down some of these trees and give ourselves a little bit more room to work, get a little bit of higher yield on this field for next year. And then yeah, I think after that we'll probably just relax until the springtime, where we can start planting our crops for next harvest season. And actually, speaking of which, what do we want to plant? I'm thinking instead of corn this year, maybe we can do soybeans. So we still got to wait till late spring, early summer to plant those, but they grow pretty quick, so we'll be able to harvest those in the fall. So I think that's what we're going to do. Since I, don't plant those too much. Sometimes I do, I guess. But yeah, we'll do soybeans this year. Maybe next year we'll do sunflowers if we want, because I've actually never planted sunflowers in this game. And we have a planter now, so that's really cool. Yeah, these fields are all plowed. All that I want to do is cut down some of these bigger trees over here. I think I'm going to leave this one because I don't want to, be farming too close to this guy's house here. But yeah, I think I'll cut down all these trees, all these bushes, bump our field out a little bit more this way, cut down that tree, all those bushes, bump our field out a little bit more that way, and that'll give us a couple extra passes, with the planter. So hopefully a couple extra 100 liters of yield, and we got plenty of time to do it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started with this. And I won't make you guys watch like all of this, because I know cutting down trees can be pretty boring. But yeah, I've actually been playing with the new Platinum DLC, which by now I definitely have some videos of that up. So if you're curious to, some of the how some of the forestry stuff works in this game, then that is the place to go check it out. It's kind of fun, something a little different, since we're typically I try to start with like a little bit of a smaller operation and then kind of expand to a bigger farm. But in that one, I just decided to go pretty much all out from the start. So I gave myself $1.5 million and just able to use all the fun big machines and everything like that. So yeah, go check that out if you want. I'm sure you can maybe learn a little bit about what the Platinum expansion is like, and if you should get it for yourself. And I would highly recommend that you actually do get it for yourself, because it's been way more fun than I thought it would be, to be honest. I never tried forestry in this game, and I know it can be a little bit difficult to control some of those machines just with like a keyboard and mouse. But it is what it is, and just got to be patient, and it's still fun nonetheless. So yeah, highly recommend it. Yeah, that's a little nifty trick. Just going kind of up and down the tree with the chainsaw will get rid of all of these pesky little branches. So then you're left with a nice clean tree there. And yeah, so that's done. We're done with those. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut these down, and then I will bring you guys back in a little bit when I am done with that, because these sometimes these take a little while since they got a lot of limbs and stuff. So yeah, talk to you guys in a minute. Alright, so we're actually done cutting down these trees already. That didn't take me as long as I thought it would. Maybe playing with the Platinum expansion lately and doing some forestry, I've gotten pretty quick with the chainsaw. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the trailer and get it all loaded up here, so we can sell this wood and make a little bit more cash. Alright, well, it's not the prettiest load, but it'll work. So let's go ahead and take this to the sawmill right down the street and see how much they'll give us for it. Probably not a lot, but better than nothing. But would you look at this? It actually looks like the sawmill got an upgrade in this map, because that whole part over there wasn't there before. I'm wondering if we can use this as a production chain now. Let me go ahead and check that out after I sell this. All right, 1,100 bucks, not bad. Yeah, I bet you I can get use this as a production point. Buy it. Yeah, cool. Because there's some of the planks and stuff that you can get from making logs. So yeah, so I guess if you did want to do forestry, you can. I got some wood chips there. Yeah, cool. So if I want to do forestry in this map, which I really don't right now, because there's not probably a ton of forestry to do, unless I go up over there into that part of the map. There's some hills and some trees up there, but that's going to be, you know, way more capital intensive, so we won't mess with that for now. But that's good to know if we ever wanted to do that, that we could sell our you know, have that production chain there and turn our logs into some more valuable products. Yeah, this is definitely not one of the best, most secure loads I've ever seen, but you know what, it'll work. Yeah, so we're making our second trip to the sawmill here. Hopefully we'll get another $1,000 or something for this, maybe a little less, because there's actually not a lot of wood in here. It's just some of the smaller branches. But yeah, for this we'll just have one more load to go, and then we can get started on mowing down those bushes and then plowing the rest of the field, and I think we'll be good for the rest of the fall and the winter. Well, actually though, I do want to sell our corn, so I think maybe what I'll do is I'll plow the field, or cut down the bushes, plow the field, cut till the winter, and then we'll sell our corn, and that'll be it for this episode. And you know, we'll pick back in the spring when it is time to plant our next round of crops. But yeah, for now, let's go ahead and see what we're gonna get for this wood. 400 bucks. Oh, that's sad. I guess I'm not surprised though. We literally had like nothing in there, just a couple of, you know, real small branches and stuff. So pretty much worthless. But that's okay. The next one I think will be a little bit better because we have that whole other big oak tree that we cut down. All right, and that's the rest of our logs loaded up. So let's go ahead to the sawmill one more time, make our last sale, and then we'll start clearing up this land. All right, so that was another 1,100 bucks for that load. It's not too bad. Cut down a couple trees, made about 2,500 bucks, and it's just starting to rain. So we're take a little break here until the rain stops. But I'll go hook up to my to the mower and get that ready to go. And then we also got to go to the store and pick up a stump grinder again. So we'll go ahead and do that as well. Alright, so the rain is done. We got our mower ready to go. And just a reminder, I do have the real mower mod, so we can actually just cut down these bushes with the mower, which is, I think, a little bit more realistic than, you know, cutting them down like just by placing, or getting rid of them just by placing grass down or whatever. I think I hit a tree stump there or something. Why can't I back up? Oh yeah, there is one there. Look at that. I think that actually might be a tree. Yep, this thing here. So we'll go ahead and just kind of cut that down, I think, with the stump grinder. There's no use going all the way back to the sawmill for that. I'll just leave that for now. Yeah, while I'm doing this, little fun fact for the day, something kind of funny. When I was, you know, used to be in college, I went to school, you know, in Indiana, but a lot of people that went there weren't from Indiana. So, you know, for a lot of people, I'm sure maybe you guys too, when you think of Indiana, you know, you think of corn and farms and, you know, all that type of fun stuff. But, you know, what people don't realize is that Indiana actually has a lot of pretty suburban areas, especially around Indianapolis. There are some pretty nice, wealthy suburbs. Actually, I think Carmel, Indiana is like one of the top 10 wealthiest places in the United States, like per capita or something. It's like ridiculous. But I don't live there. I had friends, you know, that lived there that I went to school with and stuff. But yeah, you know, the people that weren't from Indiana would always be like, oh, you know, I say I'm from Indiana, and they're like, oh, wow, do you like live on a farm, or do you like, you know, do you have like how many tractors do you have? I always just think it was super funny because I'd be like, well, no, I don't live on a farm. I don't have any tractors. I know that a couple towns over from me, people do have like, or you know, a couple counties over, people do have like, take your tractor to school day or something. You know, I don't have that. I don't live in a rural area. I mean, there are a couple of farms like by my house, but they're, you know, kind of like this, just very small, sort of hobby farms. You know, they'll have like a couple fields or something. Nothing crazy. But yeah, you drive about a half hour or so over from me, like out east or even south, just not north because we'll be in Lake Michigan, but you know, a half hour east, half hour south. You'll see some pretty you know, it starts to get really really rural, and there's a lot of bigger farms out over there. So yeah, I just, you know, I don't live on a farm. Fun fact, I guess. I live 3 doors down from one, but they're actually turning that into a neighborhood now. So no more farms there, but oh well. There's still plenty around the state, especially around the county. All right, so we're done with that. So now I'm gonna go bring this mower back, and then I head to the store and pick up the stump grinder so that we can clear out the rest of this area. But yeah, that's you know, that's why I like to play Farming Simulator, because you know, close to farms, I see it a lot, but I don't actually live on one, so don't get to do this every day, and you know, definitely don't have enough money to buy a farm yet because I'm very young, but that's definitely not on the plans for the horizon either. So this is about as good as it's gonna get. But yeah, I always thought it was funny, people's reactions. Oh, you don't live on a farm, you don't have any tractors or cows. Like, no. I don't. Yeah, people are just so funny sometimes. Yeah, so I think we'll just get the same one as we did last time. Worked pretty well, and it's not super expensive. Well, I guess it is pretty pricey, but whatever. It won't take us too long to get rid of those stumps back at the farm. So I'll go ahead and bring this back and get those stumps taken care of, and then I will talk to you guys in a bit. Alright, and I think that is all of them. Just do one more look here, just to make sure. It looks like we are good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and return this, and then come back and get this all plowed, and we'll be done at least, you know, for this part, which took way shorter than I expected it to, which is always good. So yeah, I'll be back in a little bit. I'll check this out. Found a little gold doubloon there. Actually found one on the other side of the store too, right by where you return stuff. So if you're, you know, on this map and you're looking for a little extra cash, I just picked up $1,000 by grabbing a couple of those. So I'll keep my eye out for those. I know there's probably quite a few of them around the map, but now that I know what they look like, I will definitely see if there are more. As always, got to be a little bit careful with the plow so we don't, you know, mess anything up. But this should be pretty easy, just kind of expanding out some very, very straight lines. Don't think anything will go horribly wrong, hopefully. Yeah, this is where I kind of am not sure about how far I want to expand out, because there is this sign right here. I feel like I'm definitely going to knock that down, which, I mean, it doesn't really matter. But still, would, you know, rather not do that. Yeah, I kind of want to line this up maybe to where my other field is right there. Let's just go like this. Yeah, I think that works like right about like that. That'll be perfect. Now for this side, I know we got a little bit more room here, so we can get pretty much like right up to the road. I think this is fine, right like this. I mean, honestly, I was even debating about just like getting rid of that road and extending this all out to be like one huge field. Well, I mean, huge for this farm, relatively speaking, but comparatively, it's still very tiny. But yeah, well, I don't know about that because it is kind of like the one road that gets straight to there, so it probably wouldn't be able to do that. So I'm just gonna leave it for now, even though I think I own the roads in the map. I don't know. I think you can buy them and it's like $0. Probably for the winters you can plow them or something if you wanted to, which I have no intention of doing because we don't have a snowplow or anything like that. But who knows? Maybe we'll get one in the future. Yeah, let's just finish this up here. You know, I figured I can go out just a little bit more on this side. We got room for like one more pass here, like this. Yes, that'll be nice. Give us another little bit of area that we didn't have before. Yeah, I think that's about a wrap for the episode. So I will talk to you guys in the next one, where I know I said we might sell our crops, but I think we're actually gonna do that in the next one instead. So I will catch you guys in the next episode. Until then, have a great rest of your week, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.